Hi, boys and girls. We are talking about hemispheres today in social studies. The cool thing about this is it's going to go right along with your science lessons for the week. So, Miss Connor and I decided we were going to put these two together just so that they'd match up. Um, with hemispheres, we're going to talk about what they are and why they matter. To do that, we're going to start with this little book right here. It is called Snow in the Summer by Lanisha Tabb and Naomi O'Brien. In the United States, we have our winter months during December, January, and February. In our country, we experience cooler temperatures, snow, and sometimes even blizzards during this season. But what about the rest of the world? Is it winter all around the planet in January? I think you guys know the answer. Nope. For some people in different parts of the world, their summer months are December, January, and February. Australia is a continent and a country, the only one, in fact, that is located in the southern hemisphere. While we are having winter, the people there are enjoying the warmth of the summer. If you remember, we talked about this when we were learning about holidays around the world and how when we are celebrating Christmas and a lot of times we have snow, depending on the year, over in Australia, they're on summer break and they're having barbecues out on the beach to celebrate Christmas. All right, so we talked a little bit about the United States and we talked a little bit about Australia. So I have my globe here to help you guys understand. Now, hemisphere, if you really want to get technical, which we're in first grade, but why not learn something more so that you can impress your family and friends, right? So the word hemisphere, I can break it into two parts. Hemi, H-E-M-I, which is the first part, means two or half. And sphere is a ball, right? So half of a sphere is a hemisphere. Now the world, technically, we could divide it through invisible lines into four different hemispheres. We have the northern and the southern, so the north hemisphere or the top hemisphere, and the southern or the south or the bottom hemisphere. We also have the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. So the two different sides of the sphere. Okay. Now again, there is no real line that actually divides them. Even this blue line right here that's on my globe, we call it the equator. It's an invisible line. Nobody can actually see it. We just know that it exists on the planet. Okay. So in your packet, you have this lovely little book. I can read about the hemispheres. Okay. You're going to put your name. I will sing again if you want me to. And then you're going to read this. Now, if you need help, who can you ask to help you read it? That's right, your parents or your older siblings. And sound out the words because you know your sounds. And some of these are sight words. You guys know your sight words, right? And if not a big deal, just practice. Okay? So you're going to read about the hemisphere and it will talk to you a little bit about also a compass. Now, a compass is going to help you find directions. That is where we get the north, south, east, and west. Okay? We use this to help us find directions as we go different places. Otherwise, we're not going to know where to go. So, on the back, you are going to label your own compass rose. And then after you've done this part, you're going to have this page, and I know it's a little dark because it just doesn't copy well, you know? Pictures just don't copy well on the copier. But you get to make your own compass. In your packet, you have a small paper plate. You also have an arrow that is on a piece of paper, and you have a little tiny gold brad, okay? So what you're going to do is you can use either side of the plate. I'd go for the back just because it's all white, so you can decorate it however you want, but it's up to you, okay? You're going to, at the top of that plate, you're going to put an N for north, an S for south, a W for west, and an E for east. So how about instead of trying to use this page that you cannot see the picture, I draw it. Okay, so you've got your paper plate, right? Now, like I said, at the top, we're going to put an N for north. At the bottom, we put an S for south. We put a W for west and an E for east. And the best way to remember this also, to make sure you put it in order, never eat soggy waffles. If you've ever heard that, that's why we have it, is to help us remember how to write a compass. Then decorate it however you want, but make sure that you can still see all of these letters. You're going to use your scissors to cut out the arrow, and then you're going to use your brad to push it through the arrow and then push it through the plate so that you can have your very own compass that you can move the arrow to figure out the different directions. Um, if you want, you can totally take a picture and show me your compass, send it to my email, or try to send it through Remind. Or you can bring it next Monday and show it to me as well. Have a great time creating your compasses and learning about hemispheres. I will see you guys later.